Hello, welcome to Trump 47 Watch. Today's episode is about Trump's threat to dock air traffic controllers who called in sick during the shutdown. I'm Merrick Masters. You can find me on my YouTube channel. Today's November the 14th, 2025. Trump made a threat, which he posted on Truth Social earlier this week, that all air traffic controllers must get back to work now. Anyone who doesn't will be substantially docked. He threatened to dock those air traffic controllers who called in sick during the government shutdown. The Federal Aviation Administration employs the air traffic controllers, and it regulates air traffic at close to 20,000 U.S. airports, which oversee an average daily total of flights close to 45,000. The National Air Traffic Controllers Association represents the air traffic controllers. It represents about 2,000 employees in 15 bargaining units at the Federal Aviation Administration. On November the 10th, earlier this week, the president of the National Air Traffic Controllers Association, Nick Daniels, held a press conference in which he talked about the difficulties that air traffic controllers were facing in lieu of having to work during a shutdown that lasted close to 40 days, and they did not receive at least 2 sets of paychecks, which they were due. They will get paid eventually, but during the shutdown, those working were not paid. The impact of the government shutdown, and this is from ChatGPT, when I typed in and asked for information about the impact of the government shutdown on air traffic controllers, I got back the following information: that there were about 13,000 air traffic controllers who were working unpaid, that 20 to 40% of the air traffic controllers daily were not showing up or calling in sick, that the percentage of major airports facing controller staffing shortages was nearly 50%. The percentage of flight delays during this time period attributed to staffing issues was 53%. Air traffic control at the Federal Aviation Administration has suffered from a variety of operational problems due to staffing shortages and defective or inadequate technological equipment. The FAA, in response to this, on November the 6th, 2025, in response, that is, to the government shutdown, ordered a reduction in air traffic in order to provide for the safety of the flying public. Secretary of Transportation Duffy later on said that his department may punish air traffic controllers who called in sick during the shutdown. Controllers missed their first full paycheck on October 28th due to the shutdown. He said that his concern was for those air traffic controllers who, before they missed a paycheck and were in the shutdown, they decided on a continual basis not to show up for work. It remains to be seen how operationally this would play out, how he would dock them. And it's also uncertain how Trump might provide some kind of a $10,000 bonus to those who didn't call in sick. These are unusual steps taken during a shutdown by a president, and they represent another chapter in the very difficult time that federal employees have had adopting to the changes that Trump has made in federal personnel policies and practices and in federal sector labor management relations. I hope you enjoyed this presentation. Stay tuned for more on this and other related federal sector issues under Trump 47. Thank you and have a good day.